The guest that wasn't here last time is here now. Everybody, this is my former boss, Roland Osage. Tiffany showed me a picture today, and it's a long list of things to talk about. So she's gonna lead the entire conversation.
Nice.
Today. Yeah.
For the most part.
I'm just kidding. No.
I'll do my best.
Putting her on the spot.
Yeah, he always does.
No, I did want to put you on the spot starting out. I was talking to who the fuck was I talking to? I was talking to someone, and I was like, it might have been you. I was like, Tiffany used to do this thing where she would like do this like swallowing thing.
Oh, stop.
And she was like, it sounds just like an owl, dude. I sound like an owl for years of her childhood. And then I wanted to put her on the spot.
Were you like proud of it or like?
Well, I was with my friend at the time, and I was younger, and we were outside, and we heard this owl, and then I was like did like some stupid thing, and then she was like, oh, that sounds just like an owl, and I was like, I did, huh? And then like went with it, and then I was just like, yeah, I can sound like an owl. Like, I did to all my family members, and I was just like, do you guys hear this? Like, what? Listen. And they're all, Tiffany, you're just swallowing. Like, it's not at all like an owl.
Do the sound.
Do the sound.
Get
I
close
don't
to
even
the
think I could do it anymore.
you did it like a year ago or something.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like an owl.
No. And I was just like, yeah, that sounds like an owl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a child. That's fucked up, Johnny. But I have so many pulling up from
well, the thing was, I
for
told
you.
Tiffany to just like try to come up with like embarrassing stories to embarrass me and
Yeah.
like, tell you stories about me or whatever.
What any embarrassing stories about Johnny like growing up?
Yeah, I mean there was a lot, but I know there's a couple that I've already said on the podcast. There's one I think that you would like, which is like the best one is Johnny was in his bathroom and he had his shirt off and he was just like flexing, throwing punches in the mirror, and I was like, I walked up behind him and I was like, or whatever, and he turned around and then he chased me throughout the house and started punching me because he was embarrassed, and I was just like, you were flexing for the mirror. But
okay,
yeah,
every guy's done that though.
Are you the youngest?
I'm in the middle.
he's the youngest of the boys.
I'm
The youngest of the boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's usually like more embarrassing stories. I feel like the youngest of the boys.
Yeah.
Probably from the boys though.
Maybe, yeah.
For
I mean,
you.
more so like, I don't know. I feel like I embarrassed like them or whatever, or like, oh my God, did you hear that Jimmy Buffett died?
Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Damn.
Bro, I was actually like legit upset yesterday
Yeah,
morning,
actually?
and I don't
I
even.
didn't listen.
And
to
I was like,
his
I
music
don't
much.
listen to this guy's music regularly. I just
his
like
feature with Alan.
yeah, I was like laying in bed like with Marissa, and I was
Did you hear
like,
about Bob
why is
Barker?
there-
Yeah, I heard about that too.
But what?
Bob Barker died.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I never. Same thing. Like.
Price is not right.
Yeah,
The price
I
is
mean,
right.
I
Oh, but
feel
he
like.
died at 99.
Yeah, it's
He
pretty
stayed
wild.
under $1.
Yeah. You saw a meme.
I did.
I didn't. Yeah, I never really watched any of his shows. I didn't watch The Price is Right.
What'd you
dad
watch
did.
if you like stayed home from school, like on a Tuesday morning if you're just sitting there?
I feel like I played video games like more than anything.
You didn't have to watch what your parents were watching?
I mean, my mom would watch like Oprah and shit.
Oh, okay.
But, like,
that's where.
Yeah. Dr. Phil.
Yeah,
right?
so you stay home sick, but you're still up hanging with your mom, and she's watching Oprah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Did you
All those deep ass stories and shit.
Did you ever watch? You ever hear Ricky Lake?
Yeah.
Okay, so our uncle was on Ricky Lake. Did I ever tell you about that?
You guys should clip the.
I've emailed
Been trying to
producers of the
find
show.
it.
I've emailed producers of the show. I've deep dived trying to find.
Even YouTube, there's
Bro,
no like.
No, it's not there. It's because she was a daytime show for 10 years or something like that. So it's like you got to think about she puts out 200 something episodes a year at least.
Think so? Yeah, I guess
It's a crazy.
Wasn't
it's a crazy
he there
amount.
for his daughter?
So they got him there. They flew him out. They were like, "You're gonna be on the show with your family." It's like a reconnection type of thing. And then they put him up in a hotel. He went in there, and then as soon as he went out, it was like the the big title was "Deadbeat Dads."
So they just totally blindsided him.
Yeah. And he just sat there and took it, bro, for the whole episode. They were talking.
So you've
hellish
seen
shit.
the episode, you just can't
I've never
find
seen
it.
it. I've had all my family members tell me about it. My mom.
Who's seen it?
My mom has it on tape, and I've gone through all like the VHS tapes of the
you
recordings.
didn't-
I can't find it. She says it's in our VHS tape somewhere, but they watched it on the TV and they recorded it on like the fucking VHS.
So what's the actual story versus the Ricky Lake story?
I don't know. I mean, that's what they said. He was blindsided, and
yeah, it was.
But I'm saying like what
his
was
daughter?
Yeah.
So
okay.
it was his daughter and then his ex-wife, right, or his daughter's mom, and just like him not being around, paying for anything, helping out, and then I mean, you know, you sign on to those things for money and shit.
For sure.
So it's like I'm sure that's what they did, and then they invited him in, and then
did he get paid?
I don't know about that.
I don't think he did.
I think it was just like expenses paid, like flight, and they put him up in a room and
How
stuff like that.
upsetting.
Oh my god, bro. Well, he really was a deadbeat dad, though.
I feel like those shows are kind of dead, though. Like, pretty much it's like Steve Wilkos. I think it's still going on, right?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that Judge Judy retired this year.
No way.
Yeah, we had it on the podcast. I talked about it.
Oh, sorry.
Judge Joe Mathis, I think, started a new show. Have you seen any of the new like judge shows, dude?
I only see those when I go to a hospital. Like that's the only time that I'm just like, you know, I'm in the waiting room and you just get kind of stuck in it.
Yeah, well, I watch a lot on TikTok because like the clips will come up.
Dude, your TikTok is just
I'd be sending
so fucked up. You need to start a new one and then like just totally reprogram your shit.
I sent you straight fire the other night, and I was like, he's gonna love these ones, and I got not a response. Thought I was
yeah, it's because it's all just like the weird people, like the weird ass couples, like serenading each other and shit.
That's so
the worst. Can't stand it. And I watch it. I watch the whole thing through.
No, like I think like now it's gotten to the point when I see the really weird shit, I like sigh and I'm like, okay, and I send it to you because I'm like, I don't even finish watching it. So you probably watch more of the fucking videos than me, like more of the duration of them.
You just I was talking about this with my brother yesterday. We went to dinner. Do you guys like ever have childhood stories that you perceive like differently?
All the time.
Yeah, I can't remember. I like sometime in the last couple of years, I said something, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Do this," and then it turned out like I don't know, maybe I like incorporated a dream in there or something. Like, it's like not how
and
it
it's
happened.
Like your total truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I always like end up. Sometimes if I hear stories from my family members, it's almost like I was there. So like I'll recall it, and then I'm like, "Oh wait, I wasn't even there. I just remember them telling me about this." Takes a second to like separate it. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that wasn't me.
I don't know if it counts, but like there's times where people were like, oh, you remember when this happened? And it's like I repressed it. Like I remember before, because I lived with my dad when my childhood, and then I moved with my mom. But just before I moved with my mom, I was like causing a lot of like trouble within my classroom. And they were saying like the teacher was saying like I would get up and run around the class and not listen, and like I threw pencils at the teacher and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't remember any of that, and I guess I must have repressed. I don't know if that counts or not, but
no. So there was one we were talking about where we used to go to San Francisco with my dad, and he would do this thing where we would just be like walking, and then randomly he would just start sprinting out of nowhere, and then we'd have to like try and keep up with him. And like my brother found it like hella fun, but I was, you know, like 4 years younger than my brother.
Thought he was leaving you.
Yeah, it was hella traumatizing for me. And then like it's like, you know, I'm like smaller, so I'm like trying to like, you know, having anxiety, like trying to keep up with him and shit like that. So it was like a little. It's just hella funny how you think of things
and then
differently.
like looking back, like now you're like, oh, it turns out like he was like robbing people's yard.
Yeah,
and he would take off running.
There's just these two kids just chasing after him.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah.
I wonder, because you ever see do you watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I mean I've seen like the first 2-3 seasons.
I don't know if it's in it, but it was like a Christmas episode, and then Mac was talking about how like he was like, isn't it like Christmas tradition where you go into your neighbor's house and you go to their gifts, and then you, because they go to your house and get gifts, and then you go to a different house, and they're like, no, Mac, you were going into people's houses and stealing their Christmas gifts.
I remember that. Yeah. Oh,
Such
that's
a good
so
show.
good. That show's so good.
I was gonna ask, because the one like topic of conversation that we've talked about before, but it kind of goes along with the Bay Area, but I don't think Tiffany would even know. Like, how would you describe like an actual quality glizzy?
What?
A quality glizzy, I would say like.
Wait, hold on. Okay, go on. Sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm waiting.
I'd say like just a fire hot dog.
Oh, okay.
Does it have to be from a little stand, or can it be do you think Glizzy covers, even if you went to if we went to like Casper's or something and they like did a pretty decent?
I'd say Casper's has a decent Glizzy.
Gotcha. Okay, for sure.
But Saks hot dogs in Vallejo.
I know I want to try that.
What about those people with the stands outside concerts and stuff?
Yeah, that's probably top tier. That's like your ultimate Glizzy.
There you go.
Oh my god, Marissa and I went to that concert the other night.
Yeah.
And then we walked out, and then there were some people with some stands because we're in Oakland. And then she was like, "Ooh, a Glizzy sounds hella good right now." I was like, "You know what that is?" I was like, "I guess I'm just like an old person that doesn't know
she's
shit."
like way more. Yeah. Way more in tune than you.
But one time,
People have gotten sick off those carts though.
Bro,
but I still have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the risk.
Will and I got Glizzy's one time when we went to Zach Bryan concert, and then we went to the bar like after, and it was like 1 a.m, and it was like, we should have known. I didn't get sick or anything, but we should have known it wasn't a good idea because they were like $1 each, and she had like a milk crate upside down with like a candle thing that was like,
oh no, that's an issue. They're at least $5 if she's charging $1.
And then she had like tinfoil and it was like heating them up after
with a candle.
It was like, dude, it was like a little fucking flame, bro. Like it wasn't even a camping stove. It was weird. I don't know how she was doing it.
Were they bacon wrapped?
I don't think so. I don't remember. I can't remember.
I don't know what kind of shit you got, dude.
I was hella fucking out of it, but I was standing there and I was kind of drunk too, and I was like, I'm drunk and I'm noticing it's not. It's not a good idea. And we still went for it because we were hella hungry.
Damn.
But we walked it off. We had to walk like 5 miles that night. It was awful. But,
jeez.
Walk that Glizzy off,
dude. Yeah. What's been the best one you've ever had?
I think it's just like when you like same thing, right? Like you get out of a concert or like maybe like a Warriors game or something, and you're just like starving. And then everything, and then like you don't want to spend like a crazy amount of money inside like for the food they have, because that thing's like way better. So I've saved myself, you know what I mean, for that, just that specific.
I'm saving myself.
Yeah.
Did you? Will you wait in a line, or is it like if there's a long ass line?
Dude, there's so many of them. So like you just
Yeah.
you go to whichever one is the least.
I went to a concert the other day, guys, and we stood in line inside for a hot dog.
The other day?
Yeah.
Those are the hot dogs that like sit in the water for like a month.
Probably.
Yeah.
It was anyways, didn't eat it. Anyways, I was walking up and they gave me this stupid fucking container where it was open on both ends and this thing is just like this inside. I didn't know.
Oh, it's when the bun's hella short and then
Yeah, and I went like this.
It was hella slippery.
And I went like this and fell on the ground and I went
my wiener.
Yeah, walked away. I was pissed.
And then you can't.
Jack was like, scraping it up from the dirt. Yeah, and yeah. I was real mad. And there was just like hella people. It was packed. Oh yeah. It was
you can't go back and be like, I dropped my hot dog, right? Because like the line is
yeah. They're like, okay, buy another one.
Yeah.
What concert did you go to?
It was a Sublime with Rome concert, but who is I don't remember who the
You went to Sublime with Rome?
No, slightly stupid. Bleep. I get canceled.
Johnny's for sure cutting that.
I went to Sublime with Rome, man. It was fucking awesome.
They were good?
Yeah, they were good. Rome, he has such a great voice. They played all Sublime songs though. None of the songs that he did with them. At least from when we were there.
I would want to hear that too.
I like the album, like the first album they dropped, Sublime with Rome. I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think I've ever listened. Like I didn't really know. I always thought they just did all the same shit. Yeah.
No, he has at least I don't know shit about them.
I think 2 albums out with him.
I knew that there was at least one.
I mean, obviously you can't compare to like the other stuff, but like how is it?
You can't compare it. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it. It's a little bit more like pop than reggae, I would say.
It really is like they just have like the band members to like push the clout, but then it's like they make different music. They make reggae music-ish, but like it's
not the same.
Vibe.
Yeah, when you can't have
But they still sing the covers like perfectly.
How was Slightly Stupid?
They were good. I actually didn't know them that well at all until we went, but they were good.
They were good live?
Yeah, they were good live. Yeah.
I saw Mountjoy live. They were alright.
Huh?
I saw Mountjoy.
I didn't know who that was until I saw a bunch of people posting about it.
Yeah, who's that?
They
Can you sing like a little song for us?
Jesus lives and drives an Astrovan.
I'd love to hear you sing
that. I can't picture that one.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, this is perfect because part of my thing I want to talk about was Does Johnny ever sing around you like uncontrollably?
He'll do just like little
Ad-libs.
Zach Bryan lines,
Oh, okay.
but definitely not like a
He
full
doesn't
thing.
belt it for you.
No, he'll
Oh.
just do just like a little
Oh.
little line or two
I-
stuck in his head probably or something like
Damn.
that. Yeah.
I thought he was more comfortable around you.
Yeah, he's holding back.
Yeah, he's holding back.
Shit.
He's,
No, well, it's funny because it was with Gage. Remember the whole story?
Yeah, that's why I brought it
I had
up.
this whole coworker, and I remember we drove in. We had to drive like hours every fucking day in the same truck. And we listened to music. We'd listen to his, and then mine, and then his, and then mine. And then I always sing along with songs or whatever. And I got very comfortable around him. We fucking spent all this time. And I remember just one day, I was just like singing some country song, but I was like belting my little heart out. And then he like hit the stop button. He's like, "All right, bro." He's like, "I can't do it anymore. I need a break."
He's like boiling inside.
Yeah,
like,
but
all right, when
Johnny-
is this one gonna stop?
Johnny told him, he was like, "Hey man, really though, if my singing gets too much, just let me know. Just let me know." And then he's like, "Okay, yeah, no, you're good, man. You're good." And then like, what you said a couple hours later or something, not even that. He was like, "All right," put his hands
He told me
up.
to tell you.
And then like it was on the flip side, like inside I was like, "This is the worst thing's ever happened to me." I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, I won't do that. Like I can't. I gotta be alone in the car if I'm doing that.
Do you belt in the car though?
Yeah, for sure.
When we were driving over to your client's house the other day, and I had that like Rode mic ready for you to do the little video, which I need to edit that video. I was like singing along to like a Louis Capaldi song, but I had the mic, and I was like getting embarrassed when we stopped because I put the mic down because I knew you could see me in the mirror. But then I was like, as we started driving,
Were you recording it?
No, I was just belting to myself with a microphone in my hand.
You put the mic down.
Oh God.
I was gonna say because both of you guys like scary movies a lot. What do you guys think are the top like new age scary movies and then all time scary movies?
I don't know. Like first movie that pops in my head when you think when I think of all time for me is like Chucky. You know, because like you're like a little kid and then you have like the dreams about Chucky and like shit like that.
Mine was Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I don't know why I never really like I watched them, but they never resonated with me. Yeah, but I also think it's like whatever your parents are kind of showing you too, right?
Yeah.
I saw Talk to Me, that new one. That was actually pretty good, and it was kind of like I feel like with how not different, just like into social media, the new generation is like is kind of realistic.
Video.
Yeah.
It's I was saying like if this was real and someone actually had that thing, that would really happen.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one with the hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're like all recording
Able
it
to, yeah.
on social media and shit. And then like
Damn.
people on social media don't think it's real, so then they like go there and try it or whatever.
Oh shit. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that yet.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about you though? What do you think?
Pope's Exorcist, bro, all day. So fire. No, it's trash.
I know. You keep saying that. He told me, he was like, "Can you please watch this movie?"
I think he
before our
actually
next
kind of
thing?"
likes it.
And maybe.
Because that's like the most talked about movie you've talked about
It's
in a while.
But he also lies.
Yeah.
He's a liar sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm not kidding. He do. And he goes, "No, it was so good. You got to watch it. You just got to watch it." Did you watch it yet? I'm like, "No." And then later on he's like, "Yeah, that movie's trash. It's so bad. Did you not watch it?"
I
And
think
was
I
like,
think
"No."
he
Why'd you
wants
tell
he
me to
wants
watch
us to waste our time equally as much as he wasted his time.
Bro, it was. I think I talked about it so much is because it like blew me away of like the quality of it. Like it really is crazy that they made that movie.
Did you just like think like, oh, Russell Crowe's in, like maybe it'll be good or something?
Exactly. Well, yeah. I don't know why. I was like semi interested. I was like, Russell Crowe might be all right. His accent was like the same one that he has in the Thor movie, and it was really weird. And he's for sure his Steven Seagal era, bro. Like,
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
it's not. But no, I loved Hereditary. I watched that not too long ago.
I feel like that's
still
top 3.
is.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It is incredible. That movie was so good. I've only seen it once, and I think that's all I really need to.
Yeah, I think I kind of ruined it. I probably saw it like 2 or 3 times.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, should we stop? I was going deep, dude.
That movie fucked me up for a good second. And it was purely from the scene of the death. That was it.
I feel like I can relate to the kid where like I would just kind of like just like, let me just deal with this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what
let's just call it tonight, and then we'll just figure this out in the morning.
Oh God.
I feel like I related to that so much, where you could just see that he's like not sure what to do, and he's in shock, and then he just starts lifting his foot slowly off the brake pedal. And I was like, that's what someone would do. Someone would be so in disbelief that they could fucking just go deep into this like shell and like just go home, and then you can see he's just like laying there in bed, where it's so real.
Yeah,
I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, but when the mom is screaming in the morning, it's just so crazy.
Oh my gosh. And yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But all of it, there's like all the twists. I didn't see I feel like I have a pretty good radar when it comes to guessing movie. Like what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And did not see that one coming at all.
Yeah,
that was not coming. I mean, the other one, which I saw with my friend. And she was like, "Oh my God, that was so predictable. Like, it's all right, I guess." But it was Barbarian. I was like, "How'd you guess that?" I'm like, "How would you guess that's happening?"
Oh yeah, that was like a wild.
I was like, "How would you?"
Yeah.
Which that's in my top 3.
The whole time
Really?
I was watching.
Yeah, that's my top 3.
You do love that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie a lot.
You saw the movie in theaters like what, 3 times?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
I thought they were so genius how they almost kind of teased Bill Skarsgård, where he was such a small part.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a good thing to do
Yeah.
because it gets people to go see it. They're like, oh, this guy's in it.
Yeah. It's also
they do that a lot with scary movies.
Yeah.
well, the dude. It was like a bunch of like homages to like other scary movies, and then I almost think like that might be like just thinking about now. It might be a homage to like Psycho, how they killed the leading lady in the beginning in the first act.
Yeah.
And like that's never happened. That never happened in cinema before. So that like Alfred Hitchcock really like bitch slapped everyone in the crowd. Like no one was anticipating
In
it.
Scream?
No, in Psycho.
Oh, because didn't they do the same thing in Scream?
Well,
with
Scream-
Drew Barrymore? Or no, who was it? It was someone else.
So hard to keep track of.
Yeah, but the thing is with like Scream, I was watching an interview the other day, and they were talking about how each Scream movie has layers of like homages to the genre. Like how initially like it was almost a parody, the first one, but then they like kind of changed it, and it was like a bunch of like homages like layered into a scary movie about the genre and other
I
scary
didn't
movies.
know that.
I feel like Justin Long too.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
He's so
I
good
was
at
already
dying,
thinking.
dude.
he
Well, not
wasn't
only
even,
that, but like commercially he doesn't do well. But like all the movies that he's like ends up being in, I feel like they're always
they're
really good.
He
Jeepers
does really
Creepers.
good. Yeah.
Another one,
Really
like,
good.
I still like get like freaked out watching it because it fucking
Dodgeball.
killed me as a kid.
Dodgeball, Accepted,
Accepted
Yeah,
as
so
fire.
good.
Top tier.
Yeah, that one's so good.
and then Tusk. Have you got?
I haven't seen
I've
it
only
yet.
seen parts.
I've
Dude.
seen the sequel to Tusk, technically, like a
That's
spinoff.
horrible.
Have you
That's
have
even
you
worse.
watched the spinoff sequel?
No.
It's called Yoga Hosers. It's
Yoga hosers.
yeah, it's with Kevin Smith's daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Yeah.
They're like the clerk girls at the gas station.
Yoo-hoo.
Did you hear that they canceled the show?
Which one?
The week with the Weeknd and her.
Oh, Idol.
The Idol. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. We watched one episode and then we're like,
God.
fuck that.
Yeah, I remember you came in. You're like, you guys watch Idol? I'm like,
I've seen
no.
clips
Yeah.
of it, and
It's-
it looks
yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
You know, else got canceled.
Huh?
How I Met Your Father.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I got canceled after 2 seasons.
I don't even know.
We'll never know.
Don't care.
How I Met Your Mother spinoff?
Yeah.
Love Hillary Duff. Fuck that show. That show was
Yeah.
so bad. It was so bad. It was
Yeah.
like, way to make this great show and then try and, capture it in a different. No, it was awful.
Did you
it
like
just
How I Met Your
wasn't
Mother?
I never really.
No.
Yeah.
You like Friends?
you like
I don't
any
really like
sitcoms, right?
sitcoms. I actually am a huge
I
sitcom
think-
hater.
Yeah, I think you've told me that.
Yeah.
Damn. But
If I
there's
did,
a lot
I
of
didn't
good sitcoms.
Like what? What's the?
That 70s show.
I did.
Pretty
yeah.
fire.
Grew up with, yeah, that's a show.
We like Friends a lot.
Can't get into it.
It took me a couple tries to get into it. Same thing with The Office. The Office, I didn't like it initially.
not sitcom.
I only
me,
watched Office just spotty because Sam watched a lot, so it was super funny. But I didn't like all the way through, you know.
You should you should give it a go. It's really good. But that took me it was like my third or fourth try.
Wow.
Because everyone kept saying how funny it was, and it was like one night I turned it on, and for some reason maybe
Got
I had
locked
enough
in.
life experiences to like get the comedy, and then it was I fucking binged it all from there. But I mean, that's kind of how it goes. Sometimes there's I give things another shot all the time,
Right.
Because I'm like, okay, maybe it's different now. I try to watch the Shrek musical 5 times, and it's still trash.
Yeah, I think
still terrible.
I think
dude.
you're good on that one.
Bro, speaking about musicals, or Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I was gonna surprise Tiffany at one point with like seats. I was like, we're gonna go see the Cursed Child, be sick. And I went, and like the nosebleed orchestra seats were like $300 each or more. Never mind. Fuck you, bro.
No, yeah, that's another thing too. I really can't stand. The only musical movie that I like is like Across the Universe.
Yeah, is that the Beatles one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I dated a girl in high school, and she loved that movie, and I
remember you telling me.
I just
couldn't do it.
I just couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. But I've never been that big of a Beatles fan.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't.
Yeah.
Big Beatles fans.
It's just not my. It's not my cup of tea. It's not Zach Bryan, I guess.
Zach Bryan only. Duncan Truss.
What would you do if Marissa didn't like Zach Bryan and she was like, stop playing that around me?
What are you talking about? That's my previous relationship. It is what it is.
What was your previous relationship?
Like with Allison, she did not like Zach Bryan.
Oh, I didn't realize that. But would
doesn't
she
that
not
suck
want you to
when
play
your
it?
significant other doesn't like that? Like, you're number one.
Yeah, and her number one. She loved all the new albums coming out by Taylor Swift, and I couldn't stand them.
that meme I sent you the other day. That must have resonated with you.
Was it Taylor
Can you
Swift?
say it?
Yeah, it was like it's like Taylor Swift makes music for girls that give teethy head.
Oh, that's a rough one.
No hate.
There's like a huge Taylor Swift fan in here.
Really?
Yeah.
But the thing is like I also agree with Andrew Schultz, who you saw that video I sent you.
I think so. Which one?
Andrew Schultz was talking about how he went to like the Taylor Swift concert.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, there's a
like,
reason she's so big. Yeah.
He's like she's like number one.
Yeah,
I heard something happened with the Beyonce show. Like it was like a big letdown. I don't know what it was. I didn't like dive into it, but
the only thing I saw was like Santa Clara made her like the honorary mayor for the day or something.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I saw.
there was some disappointment that happened there.
It wasn't Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Weird.
But I have to join because Zach Bryan does this whole like weird like registry for his tickets, which I think this time around he's doing it differently. But I'm like getting everyone I know to sign up for the pre-sale.
So that way, if they get it, then you get it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's really just
you gotta really trust your people.
He was just in Concord.
What?
I thought he was just in Concord.
Just
Yeah, what
Oakland.
were tickets like?
Oh, Oakland.
If you get he's keeps setting it up to where you can't like all the like Ticketmaster can't buy up all the tickets.
Is he independent?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So what he's doing is he's setting up these paywalls so that you have to be a real person to get it, and then that way like the most expensive ticket's like $130 like for the best ticket. So he's making it super affordable for people. But right now it's really just like you got to be there at noon on this day and then click buy. Like everyone's gonna click buy at the same time.
It's like most of the concert I feel like would be like the floor and then seats back, right? Or is his style more like seats?
No, it's generally general admission floor, but it depends on the venue because I think he's doing like more arenas now because it's just there's no point for him to go to these small places because then everyone's upset because he has everywhere he goes because he's so like ridiculously big now. Just like
doesn't suck. It's like equally as like happy for them, but also like damn.
There was like 2 years where I listened to it and nobody around me wanted to listen to him.
Yeah,
because no one
Dude,
liked
I've been
him.
listening to Zach Bryan
well,
since like.
Hold on though, hold on. I will admit the reason why, Johnny, is because the one song I heard from Zach Bryan all the time from you was Heading South, and it was like heading south, and I'm like, shut up. And it was just the same. It was the same TikTok. Like he would, it was only the TikTok at the time. He didn't have his music out yet.
Well, he had a couple songs because the night I found it,
you just played that TikTok over and over, and then at that point I was like, I don't care.
Oh, so you're not a Zach Bryan fan?
I am. I am now. Okay. But like in the beginning, there's like this thing that Johnny always likes him, and like same with Louis Capaldi. I always thought Louis Capaldi was too slow. Like his music was too slow. But then it was just like, you know, hearing more songs, and I'm like, oh, you know what, this is really good. But he's always just like, no, you gotta listen to it, you got to. Oh, it's so good. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to. And I listen to him, I'm like, no, I don't like it. Stop sending me this. And then it's like a couple months later. Yeah, a couple months later, I like it. But
The day that I found Zach Bryan, because I get really obsessed with voices and like sounds. It's all about like voices and like lyrics kind of come secondary, but if it sounds like resonates for some reason, and I don't really know what it is, but like I get obsessed with it. And the night that I found Zach Bryan, I was scrolling TikTok, and I remember it because it was Godspeed that I saw. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then so that song came on. I listened to it, and something about it like clicked all these like boxes of like what I was looking for like an artist or whatever. And I must have listened to that. I just sat there and then just kept replaying, bro, like for like an hour or two, a couple hours. Like I just the same over and over and over and over. And then I went, okay, he's got to be on Spotify. He had like 8 songs on Spotify. And then the rest of the night for a couple more hours, just every song on loop. And I kept going through it the next day. And it was just like I got obsessed.
How did he get discovered? TikTok?
Yeah. So he just
TikTok is crazy, dude.
He just TikTok and YouTube. He like filmed a couple songs of him playing outside when he was because he was in the Navy still, and then it just went like spread like wildfire. Not as fast as
I feel like it goes from TikTok to YouTube though, right? It's like
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he said that like the one that went viral, the main viral one was Heading South. And when he dropped that, he wouldn't even know if he was going to record it. And then he did it as like a last minute thing. It was like late in the night. He'd already been playing for a while. So he just like, oh, I'm going to play this other song. And he played that, released that. And that one went fucking spread like wildfire. But nowhere close to Rich Men North of Richmond. That's at like 50 million views now on the original post. Not to mention like the 100 million views of sporadic like other people sharing it. And then it getting a crazy amount of views.
There's hella people talking about it.
It's insane. But Tiffany listened to it after the thing.
What do you think?
It's good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think? Because I know we kind of. I don't know if you know if I asked you, but what you listened to him on Rogan? How was it?
I think it's great. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where I feel like he's probably just like navigating how to go about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was he's about to be a rich man.
Yeah, right. I think it was really soon to go on a podcast like that, but I was actually really surprised of like, like he was talking. I don't know if you listened to it, but he was like, he actually has like a really, decent paying job, and it's not like he's just like a strictly like a laborer or something like that.
No, that's what I think I was saying that too. Like you from his music, you think that he just like breaks his back.
But I really
but he still doesn't mean it.
But
doesn't
that's
mean
like every country artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, well,
pretending
he did do hard labor. Then he had a serious accident where he fucking wrecked his head, and then he got a sales job, kind of in the same industry, but doing more on the sales side. So he was making a little bit more money.
What happened to his head?
He fell and had like a crazy like internal fracture, and like he had like internal bleeding, and he said like. He was hella off for like 6 months, getting hella dizzy, having a hard time walking, all kinds of shit. And then he had like severe depression and like started sorting that out with like alcohol and weed. Like
I think it's super interesting though how like quickly the internet takes everything and then has to like pick a side of like what he is, whether he's like Democrat or Republican or whatever. So I think he handled that really well too. Like basically saying like I'm a Republican, but like there's like a lot of shit that it's been happening that I don't get along with and stuff like that. So yeah. I
mean, I think he aligns pretty. I think my like politics align.
I just don't have like a here or there. So
I'm very centered on like almost everything.
Yeah.
I have like little things to the right, little things to the left, but But the thing is like I think that's where I'm not a scientist or anything, but I feel like that's where the majority of all these people are. Like it's got to be like 80-90% people are in the center with little like left and right leanings, but it's the outliers, the far left and the far right that scream the loudest that are heard. So everyone thinks that there's these crazy populations of it, but I just doubt that that's not what I've seen in real life. Everyone I talk to is pretty much centered.
I don't know. I feel like I know parents have a lot of influence on that stuff.
I know a couple people who are way left and then way right.
Yeah, but it's like
they're
a couple
very vocal
versus.
And I could name off a couple right now that you know as well.
Go for it. No, I'm just.
No, what's their address?
One lives in Florida.
Yeah, I know that one.
No, but I get what you're saying, but there are those people who are
No,
opinionated as fuck.
No, yeah, I'm not saying they're not existing. I just think that's less people than
Than
like
we think.
than
Yeah,
think.
maybe I think we're getting to that point probably, where it's like usually older people I think are more.
I think just everyone just knows that everyone's being lied to at this point, and they're just like, actually, I don't fucking care. You're not affecting my daily life at all.
That was like that one. I think it was a TikTok I sent you where that girl's like, aliens, like, just do whatever the hell you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, just. It is what it is.
I mean, they have been. Everyone's acting like this is brand new.
Yeah.
So there was one of the theories is like Roswell was actually, because there was like 47 different sightings. I'm very into the UFO stuff. I don't talk about it that often, but there was like 47 different sightings that happened then, and all these advancements in technology right after that. They're thinking that's from reverse engineering like recovered crafts or whatever. But what they said, one of the biggest theories is why they're coming out about it now is they think that they couldn't just release it to the general public then because there was a study that actually happened around that time, and I don't remember if it was Princeton or not, but it was like, what would be the ramifications on society? Like, what would the people actually do and how they would react? And like, you think about what time was like in like 1947, just fresh out of the fucking World War II. I mean, like heavy religious people, all these things, and like so the value of the household would change because religion would be like make no sense anymore. There's aliens. It's just completely poof. It's gone. It's not true. Everything.
Oh, so they're basically like, if we do this, we're just gonna screw up a lot of people's shit.
Well, it's a potential for chaos. Like people wouldn't care anymore. And so they're thinking that for the last however many years, the biggest thing is like desensitizing us through like all these different forms of like movies and things like that.
But isn't that so stupid where it's like, just why are you taking care of other people's beliefs?
Well, it's not just...
If aliens were to get leaked back then, I get what you're saying, but like think of like them saving religion. Are they? Or do you just not believe anymore because now it's this? You know what I mean? Like... You need a...
Yeah, well, I don't think they cared at all about...
Then what were you just saying?
They wanted to keep the status quo, and then they said, like, if the foundation of people's, like, lives is, like, centered around, like, being religious and like, stuff like that...
It would change.
It would have the potential to create chaos in the streets. That's what the study came out of. And then, like, so, like, one of the running theories is, like, maybe they're releasing shit now because people can handle it better, or like people are like just false. Like the lady where they're like all right,
the amount of people who still thought aliens weren't real, let them go. Like there's no way.
So do you think that okay, let me put it this way, are you saying that now we're seeing all this stuff because they've had this stuff and now they're kind of like that's their way of bringing it out to the world?
I'm just saying that's one of the theories. I don't know if I fully believe that, but I'm just saying that's one of like the biggest theories right now is like they're releasing things now.
We've already had aliens, like, and it's really frustrating that it's like such a big thing that it finally got released, but it's like it's been released and it's been talked about. There's been sightings, and especially you know that I just heard this thing. You know the girl, the crazy plane lady, and she's like, those motherfuckers aren't real. Well, she made that TMZ post, right? There is like so much controversy about that video because that's not her. They showed that it look different. They showed that it's AI produced.
Yeah, they ran it in a software.
And then they
found. See if it was AI.
Did you see where they found it? Where it was? It was right outside of Washington D.C.
That was where it's generated.
Yeah.
That's where they traced the video.
Her apology video.
Her apology video. Yeah. And her account that was made, the first person on it was TMZ. Yeah. It was just like, I mean, and the whole thing was her seeing something that wasn't real, and that was kind of like alien, right? And then it was like instantly like, that video went crazy, and then she's gone. No one knows where she is except for that video that got posted that wasn't her.
TMZ.
It's insane. Like this stuff is like, if you're gonna say it's real and then like,
did you guys
do all this hiding shit?
Did you guys hear about the Michael Jackson thing with TMZ? Like basically they were the first to report that he died, but it was a big gamble for them because they didn't really confirm. Like it wasn't a solid confirmation. All these other news outlets were like, we're not putting that out until it's totally confirmed. Yeah. So it was like a 50-50 chance, and they just ran with it, and then they were the first, and that like was one of the things that like blew them up the most.
God damn.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was it was years ago, they put out a fake thing about Channing Tatum dying. And it was like
I don't remember that. I remember when like Lil Wayne was like, you know, everybody was saying that he like OD'd and then they're not being true. And like same thing with TMZ. It's like they reported that like he died or something like that.
Damn.
TMZ goes crazy, bro. I remember watching. I was like, "That's the guy from People's Court."
Oh yeah,
he would
I
stand
thought the same
outside.
thing. Yeah, he would
People's
stand outside and
Nah.
talk to
with
him.
Judge. It doesn't matter. But it was like this lady judge. But like he stood outside.
People's
he
Court,
he would talk to people walking by, and that was his whole thing.
Yeah, when they would, well, it was like once they would leave court, he'd get their first comments on the case.
He
And
was
like
like,
whatever.
I was like, oh,
It
he's doing
was
all
so
he's
random.
doing all these different things, bro. He's for sure like the dollar store Ryan Seacrest.
Did Johnny ever tell you about that when I said to him that he looks like, or he seemed like he would watch King of the Hill back in the day and he got lightweight offended?
I didn't get offended, bro.
He did.
No, first of all, I was on the phone with you.
but
So how
if-
would you know?
I
No,
can
make
imagine
sure you're in
getting
the
offended. I could get it. I would get offended if you're like, you look like you watch.
It wasn't like that. It was just like I was like Johnny. I feel like you used to watch King of the Hill hella when
And
you were a kid.
did you ever?
Like just like
If you
Very
didn't,
seldom.
it's a mean comment.
it was very seldom.
Well,
I like wanted to watch it, but I just never got that. Like you were
just-
saying with The Office, like I would watch it, but not like.
King of the Hill was great. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
well, I was saying it's like it was like my dad watched it a lot, so
Yeah.
it'd be on all the time. But I remember being
So I was like a little bit. Right.
Oh, that's good. He did watch it. Yeah.
yeah, no,
You
You did
watched
get lightweight
it.
offended though.
what?
You did get lightweight offended.
I
You
want
like took the day to go like think about it.
I want to get this like a shirt that says like "Do It for Dale," but because they have that for Dale Earnhardt, like the race car driver, but they changed it because the voice actor for Dale from King of the Hill died.
Aw.
So I want to do that. Do It for Dale. It's like
I
him,
know
like
that.
and it's like a bunch of pictures of him, and it's like he's like smoking a cigarette and shit.
Yeah. Did they do anything like that when what was her name? Brittany Murphy died? Because she was on that.
That's weird you brought that up. I was just listening to a podcast about that whole
Oh, really?
scenario. Yeah,
Damn.
I don't even know how she died.
it was a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, they don't even know. I mean, really, do they
It's-
actually know the cause?
It was basically. I mean,
Overdose, but
it
they
was
don't-
pills mixed with what was it? Not like bronchitis, something like ammonia or something like that. Yeah, well, the mom and the husband were like something, yeah.
Damn.
And there was like hella mold in the house and like just all this weird shit. And then her husband died like 3 months later or something like that.
Yeah. That shit's so weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Britney Spears is dead, and they're doing
That's just
fake
wild, too.
AI on
Yeah.
her, and it like
I-
breaks my heart.
I saw this thing
It breaks
yesterday.
my heart.
I saw this thing yesterday, and it was like she like it's showing like she got like some like snake tattoo, but like I mean like you obviously was very sad about saying that she might be dead, so I don't want to say it, but I was like, should we have fucking freed her? Like, should we have? Like, she like fucking.
But,
came
well,
up.
think
Dude,
of it, though.
oh my god! Wait,
hold
wait.
on. Think of it though. Think of how smart they are to phrase it or to put it in this way, where they're like, she's unstable, she couldn't control her life, she doesn't know how to manage her life, so we had to do it. And then it's like everyone's like, free Britney, and then finally she gets free, and then her social media is her unhinged as fuck.
I don't know. I mean,
it's too weird.
yeah.
Or
All I
she's
know is
just
it's
weird
like
and then didn't get to
She
post
was
what she
not
wanted to
weird.
post.
it's kind of a perfect storm though because like I mean childhood celebrities in general too are just like so fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, she started in the Mickey Mouse Club, right? Like way back in the day.
Yeah.
I saw this. Fucking, it's so funny. It was a podcast with Theo Vaughn and like Brandon Schaub and stuff, and they were like, oh, what's this? And then someone was like, oh, damn, and it was like Britney Spears in her like she was in underwear or bikini or something. And then like they're like, it's not the photos you're looking at, it's the comments. And there was a comment from fucking Theo Vaughn. It was like, I'm liking those yams.
Oh my god.
And he's like, that was a late night one. He was like, that's just before we went to bed.
But they knew that comment was gonna come up. Like
he's just like,
Oh
so
my
they caught him
God.
slacking, bro.
yeah.
Damn. That's rough.
Have you heard about Ruby Frank?
Ruby Frank.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
I sent you her videos. She's like this social media mom. You know how
Oh yeah.
So
That girl with the kids, and she's like,
bro,
torturing them or whatever.
dude.
yeah,
So
and she's like to her, like, what was it, her toddler, and she's like, I'm not getting you up, like that whole thing, and
yeah,
like,
she
not taking
she
care of
went
them,
viral
not feeding
because
them.
she was a strict parent, and she like has a weird parenting
Once you
style.
guys are 18, you are not living with me.
Yeah, it was like really insane. Like one of her sons was like, he was like, I'm not kidding. I've been sleeping on a beanbag for 7 months now. She took my room away from me. I sleep on the
Is she
floor.
like laughing about it?
Yeah, she was like, well,
Yeah.
you know, if you don't do this,
Oh
you'll
yeah,
get
for like a prank, right? Or
oh, it was
something?
just it was just how it is. I don't know.
I think that was this one.
No, it's this one right here.
He's like, oh no, it's just Tiffany's. It's all good.
What's it called? But she, one of the kids snuck out a window, went to the neighbor's house and like begging for like
She's, like,
food and water.
malnourished
Yeah,
and, like-
malnourished. They had like duct tape around the wrists and like ankles and stuff, and then like deep lacerations from like long term being tied up.
Yeah. 8 kid. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So that happened, and then they went, and then they
Oh.
called the cops, went over there, found another kid that was like basically tied up and super malnourished, and now all the kids have been taken. Her and another lady that were doing it together.
business partner, yeah.
Yeah. They were both been arrested, but it was insane what they're doing to those fucking kids, and like that's what we talked about before. Where like it's like this whole industry of like it's just unregulated
Influencers.
influencers, and it's like it's child labor.
Yeah.
Without restrictions now.
Well, that was like all the John and Kate +8 stuff.
Yeah.
Can you
But-
stop breathing like that?
Oh my god, I hate that video.
Okay, he's just like breathing normally.
He's just sitting there, so yeah.
Poor guy.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We just watched. Me and Stella just watched this not podcast. This documentary. It's called Shiny Happy People.
Mhm.
It's for the Duggar family.
Yeah.
Night 17
like the brother
or-
was like a straight weirdo.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
The whole
yeah,
thing. The
yeah,
whole
yeah.
family. I mean, they were so involved with church and stuff, and like. I mean, I remember watching that show, and I remember religion being a bigger factor, but I don't remember it being that big.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It
That's
was
why the
intense.
Righteous Gemstones is just like so hilarious because it's just so freaking accurate.
I love that show so much.
I haven't watched it
It's
yet.
so good,
I
bro.
know. I feel like I'm slipping because Danny McBride is just like, he's so good. He's so funny. All right, real quick. I have a rant, and I'm happy you're here because maybe you'll tell me, I don't know, why the fuck it's there. So, in houses, and you get furniture and stuff, and you have like drawers, why do they do the fake drawer? What is that?
Which drawer are you talking
So
about?
I'm talking about any drawer in like a kitchen or a bathroom, and it's like
Oh.
folded up, and then you have like even it has a handle on it, and it's out, but it's on the fucking wall. Why is that?
The one that always stands out to me is like the one, like the handle that's like right below the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that one's
Give me
just like
it.
a faux.
And that one,
Faux
obviously,
drawer.
it's just like to make the
Yeah.
cabinets look even,
Yeah.
but the sink's behind it.
I don't
so it
see them
can't-
too much in the bathrooms though.
I got one in my bathroom, and I hate it because
Dang.
every time I'm
Is it in
like,
front of your sink?
yep,
Yeah, that's
it's
why.
the top one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, then
What do
don't
you mean
put
top?
it
Like up here?
my top drawer, Johnny.
Gotcha.
Top
Okay,
drawer.
you said
so
top.
you
Follow
got
along, John.
drawers. You got the top one,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
middle, bottom, top.
Yeah, it's like why even put a handle there basically?
Why even put it?
So
Why?
death to the handle of the faux drawer.
Huh? It's the
Yeah,
the bottom bathroom, and it's the top drawer, and it doesn't do anything. And then there's also the thing in the kitchen. We have it on top. I think on top of where our stove is, underneath our stove. And I just hate them. And it's like, I feel embarrassed in my own home when I try and reach it and it don't open. Like, I should know it doesn't open, but like, why is it even there?
You should start like a movement, like a petition or something.
I should,
really-
because it's really annoying.
It goes as
Put an
far
end
as
to
like
this thing.
dressers. There's dressers where the top drawer won't
Yeah.
open. It's
Yeah.
I've
just
never
for-
seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
some,
That
like-
would really piss
It's
me.
the
That would be the
stupidest
last.
fucking
That would be
thing.
the straw that broke the camel. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
so
makes sense.
dumb. It's so dumb. I just feel like I'm on set or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You're
a
all
fake
like-
house.
It's like
I'm
some
in a fake
Truman-
house.
Truman Show shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So stupid.
Matt's probably almost here. Let's end. I want to close out with one thing that we've talked before. I can't remember if I talked to you, Tiff, about it, but so there was this question like, would you rather? And like I remember it was heavily debated in Roland's household, and I know that I think me and him agree the same. but like if you had to be stuck in a mall locked in for 24 hours, and you had to like there was like a gorilla on the loose that like wanted to get you or something like that, or how many cobras was it? Like 12 or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like be stuck in there and there's like 12 king cobras.
Black mambas.
Black mambas, yeah. Would you rather have the one gorilla or the 12 black mambas?
You're stuck in a mall, right?
Mm-hmm. You have a whole mall.
I already know, but my answer is fucking easy as shit. But
I'd want the gorilla.
oh hell no, dude! You guys are crazy.
Hold on though. Wait, what?
Okay, so think about it, right? You're at the top level of the mall, right? That gorilla
like, I just
sees
imagine
you.
it just like going through the mall.
Like, you know, it's like maybe it's hungry, you know, maybe it's gotten some food, but that gorilla sees you. You're the first sign of life. He's sprinting for you.
And if he's like, this is my home now. This is my territory. Yeah. Who the fuck is that thing?
So,
but
I mean,
hold on. Tarzan?
He was for sure clapping the fucking the monkey cheeks. Bro.
Stop! No.
He had to learn before Jane, bro. He had to know how to throw it down.
Oh my God.
Okay, so a snake, like, you know what I mean? If I see a snake, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to go this way. And it's not.
Yeah.
Are we at a mall with like...
You're at the Sun Valley Mall.
You're locked in there. It's just you.
Hold on.
I'm
trying to think of like... Because there's nothing at Sun Valley Mall where it's like weapons you can go and get. You know what I mean?
We got like...
There's nothing in
Sports
there.
Authority's gone.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing. I was like thinking like a mall maybe with like a Big Five or like a Aria something with like
there's mainland. Go
like
get a skateboard and fucking truck slap them, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I defend myself to make it my place?
But the thing is, you're not defending. No matter what it is, unless it's a gun, you're not defending yourself against a gorilla.
But what about like Paul Blart? Like I could totally be doing the mall like
yeah, but a gorilla would wreck Paul Blart's shit, bro.
Like a gorilla is like
I doubt it.
8 men in one.
He's like yeah.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is like in my head,
like,
I was like,
even
if they're like hunting you the whole 24 hours, for some reason they're able to hunt you or whatever, you just like go into like one store, and then watch how they come. And then wrap yourself around,
snakes
and then close the fucking door. And then
the
snakes are done. They're neutralized.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it's just like
true.
I can stay awake for 24 hours and just dodge a snake. Like I'm if a gorilla's in there, like I'm not making a sound. I'm like finding the best hiding spot, and even then, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go for the gorilla for the fun of it.
You guys are fucking crazy.
I remember.
What did you pick?
I picked the snakes.
What do you pick? I don't know what it is. Something about the women say gorilla.
But
also,
that's so many snakes, and those things are so big. They are so big.
Yeah. No. But here's the thing.
Have you ever seen the one? There was like this like fat snake coming from a house to a tree, and then there was another tree, and this fat snake was able to go wrap around this one tree and jump to the other while its tail was still
not a black
in the house.
mamba, though.
But anyways.
Well, no, but snakes are gross. That's what I'm saying.
But you can outrun a snake.
Yeah.
You cannot outrun.
Me?
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that's not a.
10 snakes coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah. You like just jump on one table, jump to the next one.
I don't think they're smart enough to be able to synchronize together.
Also, if one's to get me and kill me, I'd rather just them like bite me and the poison takes me out in 2 minutes, rather than the fucking gorilla that's gonna rip my scalp off, rip my limbs off,
your fingers.
They literally rip off. Yeah, they rip off genitalia too.
Once the gorilla gets to you, it's gonna be like. Full shock of like your whole body going in shock. You're not gonna feel it ripping you apart. There's no way.
Yeah, you are, bro.
No, you're
not.
No, they'll leave the head. They'll start with like the fingers, the toes, the ass cheeks.
Dude, they're mean.
Here's the thing. Even if you close one of those metal gates, I feel like the gorilla would like rip that shit off.
Okay, but tell me,
at you.
What would be funnier, right? Running and looking back and seeing all these snakes.
Nothing would be funny.
I know, but like, and then like a gorilla just like coming from the chandelier in the mall, like coming through.
Okay, if it was a gorilla that was gonna kill you, what store would you want to die in?
That's what store? Hot Topic.
Zoomies for sure. All right, I got another one.
Zoomies closed. No,
Would you guys go live on a deserted island just by yourself?
Sure.
You have like enough food and water like just to get by, but you're not going to be comfortable, right? $1 million for 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
$1 million? Yeah.
And by the end of that year, they take away the rest if you didn't spend it? Or what do you mean?
No.
Do I
You
have a
just
first-
get $1 million.
Do I have a
For
first
1
aid
year.
kit?
No.
Okay. I can do it. I can do it. But they supply with enough food to
Wait,
get by,
what?
but not.
Okay, so you have enough food and water to survive, right? But you're on a deserted island. You know, let's just say it's pretty sunny. You're gonna experience some rain in there, but it's not comfortable. Like you're not just like in a comfortable home on a deserted island. Like
I don't
You gotta
see
make
how
your
it
own
would
shelter.
Be. Yeah,
yeah, 1 year, $1 million.
Oh, for $1
You're
million?
by yourself. Yeah.
No.
I'd be fucking David Goggins out there, bro.
What
no,
about you guys?
You'd be questioning your sanity at that point.
It's kind of a.
By the
It's a
end of
little
the
bit of like
year-
a. Yeah.
There's
By
an
the end of the
end,
year,
though.
you're gonna be like, I'm gonna use this $1 million to make a shelter over here. Like you're gonna be home. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have to like you would be supplied with the food and water, but you're not like enough to eat to where you're like comfortable.
Yeah.
Just enough
You'd
to survive.
still have to. Yeah.
And then like it could fuck you up a little bit being by yourself for a year.
I think
Or you
it
could
would.
come out of it being enlightened.
It could go either way.
Yeah, but think of it though. Enlightened from what? You only have your knowledge.
Yeah.
That's what true enlightenment is.
Well, yeah, but like think of it though. Like I mean, if you're
If you
finding
could go
inner if you're finding inner peace within yourself, but fully like alone, I don't think you're gonna crave that inner peace that much. You know.
I think it's like the cost of like is it could fuck with your sanity, and then you're like, was that $1 million really worth it?
And you're just like, I should have meditated the whole time, and it's like you're out looking for food.
Yeah, no, turns out I lay the whole time spiraling with anxiety.
Alone, is there like dangerous things out there?
You're not gonna die. You're not like anything like that. It's literally just kind of a mental battle, and then
Yeah.
like there's gonna be
No,
times
I
where you're a little
wouldn't.
bit hungry.
Do
Like,
I'm allowed to have a camera? Can I vlog the whole thing? Or
No.
Damn, bro.
The money's not worth it. I would.
Yeah,
I would choose
I
to
agree.
stay.
And then like missing a year of your life with like.
Yeah.
All right, Uncle Matty P's here.
All right.
Uncle Matty P.
All right, you guys, that was great. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Thanks
that
for
was awesome.
bantering.
Fun.
That's Roland. You want to plug any of your Instagram,
JB's.
any of your stuff to our couple of viewers, listeners?
You just throw it in there.
I got you. Thank you guys.